Nancy Pelosi called Chuck Schumer one day and said, "I've got a plan to help us win in 2020 and help us retain control of Congress and take the Senate." "Great, Nancy, but how?" asked Chuck. "We'll get some cheesy clothes and shoes like most middle-class Americans wear, then stop at the pound and pick up a Labrador Retriever. Then we'll go to a nice old country bar in Montana and show them how much admiration and respect we have for the hardworking people living there." So they did, and found just the place they were looking for in Bozeman, Montana. With the dog in tow, they walked inside and stepped up to the bar. The bartender took a step back and said, "Hey, aren't you Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi?" "Yes, we are," said Nancy, "and what a lovely town you have here. We were passing through, and Chuck suggested we stop and take in some local color." They ordered a round of bourbon for the whole bar and started chatting up a storm with anyone who'd listen. A few minutes later, a grizzled old rancher comes in, walked up to the Labrador, lifted its tail, looked underneath, shrugged his shoulders, and walked out. A few moments later, in came another old rancher. He walked up to the dog, lifted up its tail, looked underneath, scratched his head, and left the bar. For the next hour, another dozen ranchers came in, lifted the dog's tail, and left shaking their heads. Finally, Nancy asked, "Why did all those old ranchers come in and look under the dog's tail? Is some sort of custom?" "Lord knows," said the bartender. "Someone's out there running around town claiming there's a Labrador Retriever in here with two assholes."